Welcome to today's Father's Discovery Story Special. This place I'm going to talk about can be a bit chilling. After all, someone once divided his wife into 4 pieces and threw them in. The content of this story is a synthesis of my 3 real-time shooting records
and documentary storytelling.
Once again, this video is a story sharing without any bad guidance. All data are preliminary measurements for reference only. It is located in Jiangshan Town, Wuxi County, Chongqing City. It's the closest cave to my house. It's only about 5 kilometers away. I had originally planned to go to Hanghao to tell you this story, but since it has been raining recently, I had no choice but to sit in the studio and chat with everyone. And its existence is also one of the places that scares the locals the most. Everyone calls it the cool wind. Well, maybe when you swiped this video, I have also seen the videos we have filmed, including the locals.
It should be rather familiar.
Just by the size of the opening, it should be listed as a silo. The widest position of the pit mouth is only about 10 meters, and the depth reaches an astonishing 186 meters. That's the height of a 62-story building. The bottom of the pit is an irregular circle. The widest diameter reaches 200 meters. The entire pit floor covers an area of more than 27,000 square meters, close to the standard for football fields or 63 basketball courts. The whole cavity is shaped like a huge cone. The capacity reached 1.9 million cubic meters. During the shooting of the descent measurement, it hovers in the air. You can't even see the edge of the cave wall. This data is just to show you it's as massive as a black hole. No matter how strong the light source is, it is impossible to penetrate the entire cavity in this human environment. However, we reached the bottom of the pit at a depth of 186 meters. You can also search for weak signals through mobile phones and complete the transfer of pictures outward. Basically, the temperature of the cooling well is in a constant temperature state. It stays between 0 and 8 degrees all year round. It's a natural CRISPR, what I'm going to talk about next. If you are timid, you can directly watch the next video. Decades ago, Thames divided his wife into 4 parts, thrown into the cool air shaft sinkhole. This is an absolutely true event. With further investigation, it wasn't until a few months later that professional personnel salvaged it. When a person falls in love with someone else, but this one at home refused to let go, what should be done? So he took an unexpected approach to solve the problem. If it were you, I have a family myself, but he betrayed his feelings, but fell in love with someone else. What do you most likely do? At least you won't be so cruel. Due to various normative limitations, I may not be able to tell the whole story here. However, the salvage team at that time also found another white bone at the bottom of the pit due to the unknown identity. Therefore, it was not contained. At that time, Liang Hongjing Tiangcheng was the first time someone had really gone down to the bottom of the pit. And Liang Hong's exploration has actually gone through many times. Later, foreign expeditions also came. Instead of senior tier, instead, the winch was lifted. Do you think there are other tunnel systems somewhere in the darkness where you can't see your fingers? They made an all-round carpet exploration of the cooling shafts. Later, someone tried to create and develop 2 landscapes. Someone else went down. When I did outdoor exploration, self-media initially, I tied the light source and the camera with a rope, put them down slowly. I went to shoot some of the content due to my mature technology at that time. So I didn't dare to explore alone until the marching instrument, the little grasshopper, and RZ arrived. Our first collaboration challenge was Lian. That was my first time using it. SRT equipment. It was also the first time I had seen the oppressive feeling of the cavern's vastness and darkness. However, there's no one in my heart feeling a little scared, even in a state of excitement throughout. I was thinking at that time, maybe I'll go to more cave environments next. It seems that he has embarked on a road of no return, deeper and deeper. The entire crater is actually not flat, due to the existence of a small river ditch at the pit mouth. During the flood season, water will be poured directly into the cool air shaft. The pit initialized a canyon about 30 meters deep, and that water eventually seeps into the ground from the edge of the pit floor, disappeared at the bottom of the pit. We are in the process of measuring. I still found the one that used to be a small amount of remains of white bones. A large amount of overcast wood was also found at the relatively dry edge of the pit floor. The largest is over 2 meters in diameter. The specific material is not clear. However, many have. Only a trace of what had once existed was left. We later visited many of the elderly. They had never seen a huge towering tree near Liangjingjing when they were young. Where did the giant trees in the pit come from? This could remain a perpetual mystery. And who is that incomplete withered bone? I'm afraid no one knows his exact identity anymore. The cool air well sinkhole is very close to my house. I could have gone up and down at any time, right? Should be exercised until later. With the father's love for Xiaobai, father's love to the son, and myself went down again. I never went there again. I'm afraid I won't go there again in my life. In fact, the bottom whole wall of the Q.L.Rock well, it's collapsing. Perhaps one day, a pit mouth of more than 10 meters will become as huge as the bottom of the pit. By that time, its depth may no longer be 186 meters. Thank you for your attention and company. See you in the next video.